Okay, assuming the title search went fine, which again, 9.5 times out of 10, they go through just fine. Sometimes it's just simply a waiting game. Once the title is here, they marry that with the mortgage commitment. Everything gets sent back to the bank, really for a final review. At that time, they'll also do a final verification of employment for the purchasers. Once that happens, they will issue what's called the CTC, or the clear to close, okay? That's when we really get excited. Essentially, that's the bank saying, we've reviewed everything, let's get this thing done. Once the clear to close has been issued, typically we're at the closing table within 4 to 10 business days. So we'll certainly be in touch, and we'll also be talking about shutting your services down, what to keep on, what to shut off. This is a great, time to remind you. Call to cancel your garbage, your cable, your internet. Do not have your electricity shut off. Let's keep your electricity on until the closing occurs. I always recommend to my sellers to simply call after the closing occurs, usually the next day, because the last thing that we want to happen is for the power company, National Grid, to shut that power off prior to the final walkthrough. If that power is off prior to the final walkthrough, well then technically that buyer doesn't know if any of your appliances work, your heating system works, and that could delay the closing. So again, clear to close is great. That's when we start getting services shut off, everything except your power and natural gas, if that's what it's hooked up to. And that's going to save everybody a lot of headache in the 11th hour. Once the clear to close occurs, the last 2 steps that we'll be taking are the final walkthrough and of course the closing. I'm just going to send a different video to wrap those 2 steps up.